She said, I want a love that's just like Jesus, sitting from above with the man who sees us. I want a love that died for me though, the kind of love that conquers evil. Everything I do for you. Everything I do for you.
Hi guys, welcome to Fix Your Thoughts on my channel. I'm Danielle Michelle. If you don't know who I am a lifestyle, faith-based, starting to be college content creator. The intro song that you just heard is called Everything I Do by Cassie J. I can't play too much of it because, copyright, but every beginning of a podcast episode, I want to play a Christian artist so that you guys can find more people and then also relate what I'm talking about for the episode. That song actually feels like it relates to 1 Corinthians 10:31, and I'm going to bring it up for you. Oh my gosh, it's 11:11. It says, so whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it for the glory of God. And that's the NLT version. I just feel like that Bible verse goes with the song. Just an announcement, I'm going to just stick to making this just a sit-down video for my channel versus putting on podcast platforms. I tried while it wasn't working. I was getting stressed out, but I definitely feel like I want to focus on YouTube. In the future, God willing, then it could actually become an actual podcast. But for now, I feel like I should just stick to YouTube. Me keep thinking I need to stretch myself is just stressing me out. Well, the word stress is a big thing for me this week. The overall points I want to talk about this week are kind of like questions. I'll go more into detail. The first one is, what is it we want in life? That's deep. The next one is, does it have to have meaning? And then the third one is it for ourselves or for God? So back to point number one. What is it we want in life? What do we want? Because when we're growing up and you're like in kindergarten, they're like, oh, what do you want to do when you get older? You're asking a 4-year-old, 5-year-old what they want to do when they're grown. They don't even know what life is. So we literally enter in this world and everybody's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a firefighter. Like, that's the only thing they knew about. But anyways, I just feel like ever since we're young, we're always being asked, what is it we want to do? And a lot of the time, we don't know what we want to do. And we just say something. Because when I was growing up in school, I literally had no idea what I wanted to do. And I feel like I didn't even have hobbies either. When people ask that question, what did I used to say? In elementary school, I used to say I wanted to be a teacher. Middle school, I would say I want to be a model. Still kind of want to be a model. Kind of want to be a girl. I am a model. High school, I thought I wanted to be a physical therapist. When I got to college, I still kind of wanted to do physical therapy until like 2 years into college. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be that. And then I was like, you know what? That's when I found the lifestyle area of YouTube was in like 2018. And I was like, what? I want to do this. So I feel like ever since then, I was like, I like being in front of the camera. I guess you could categorize me as I want to be a content creator and just help others. But anyways, why am I talking about myself? This is about you. Do you know what you want to do when you grow up? Did you know when they asked you when you were so young? It's like we're forced to, in a way, pick what we want to do. And if we don't know, it's like we're clueless if we don't know what we're doing with our lives. And I feel like that's also why people feel confused. Like they don't know what they're doing with their lives. We don't know what we're doing. But it's like, what if what you want doesn't even give you money? Should you still pursue it? Is it worth it? What if what you want to do is all about the money? It's like everything literally needs balance. This is where the pressure's coming from. What do we choose? When do we choose it? What's the purpose behind choosing it? People, I'm just trying to live my life and figure myself out every day. When you reach a certain age, it's like you either go to school for college or you go into the work field, but then it's like what you're actually doing, is it actually what you want to do? I feel like these are the thoughts of an overthinker, literally. I feel like it's fine not to have a plan for your life because God already has a plan for your life. So you don't even have to stress about it anymore. And I feel like I need to remind myself about that daily. I'm over here always trying to plan out every hour. I worked on that. I don't try to plan out every hour anymore. I kind of want to self-structure, but planning out every hour, planning out every day, 5-year plan, 4-year plan, 1-year plan. I mean, it's good to have goals or whatever, but like a big thing I've learned is plans won't actually work unless you're working on the goals for the plan. Basically what I'm saying is your purpose is what God wants for your life because he's the one planning and ordering your steps in your life, to be honest. The Bible verse that goes with that is Jeremiah 29:11. Ooh, I know Jesus hit me with that Bible verse last year so many times. Oh my gosh. I'm over here looking for it as if I don't know what it is, but you know what? Who knows? I don't want to mess up on something. Okay, I was right. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and hope. That's amazing. I feel like if we take the pressure off ourselves to find our purpose, one, we'll have peace, but then two, it's like we're giving it to God. When I tell you cast all your cares on him, Cast all your problems on him. Let him figure it out, please. Because me doing it myself, no, that's what causes stress. Trying to figure out your life on your own. Like, no. Does that make you careless? Kind of. But like, when you know the person you're giving the care to is somebody who actually cares more, I don't care more, but like, you'll still get like such a peaceful feeling from you being careless into giving somebody who is your creator, somebody who knows you more than you know yourself and is in control of everything. Knowing that you're giving him your cares for you to be careless, that relieves us so much pressure. God will work out your life. We're over here trying to work out our own lives and we don't have that much control. We really don't. I feel like that's a way to take the pressure off of finding purpose or needing purpose in your life, is that it's taken care of. Your plans are taken care of. You don't have to plan it out, honey. Just live every day, day by day. If you're living your life for Jesus, he will end up using you every day without even knowing. But now I'm skipping ahead. So the next point, because over here chit-chatting, does it need to have meaning? Does it involve helping others? Does helping others fulfill your life? I kind of think that helping others is more fulfilling than just only living for yourself. I feel like there's like some type of peace and happiness you get from it. Also, with living in purpose or having the pressure of purpose, I feel like it also comes with the pressure of also trying to be perfect. And you know, when you try to be perfect, for me, when I try to be perfect, I tend not to start and I tend not to do the things that I want to do because I want to be perfect at it. But it's like, honey, how do you expect to grow and learn what to do to be perfect if you're not doing anything at all? Start my life. I think we just have to make the most of what we have, and I feel like that's something that I've been learning this week, is that take advantage of the opportunities you have each and every day instead of just expecting more to come before you actually use and work in what you want to do. Let's say if you figure out what you want your purpose to be, but then you don't work on it or start doing it because you're thinking we have to get here first to start working on it. I think we have to cut that mindset out. You have to work in what you have now. All right, I think that's my next point. Yeah, you have to work with you now because God's not going to give you a situation that you can't handle. I feel like once he gives you like ideas and places stuff in your heart, he then sees how you act on it so that he can start giving you more so that you're able to like learn and grow to handle it so that you can do more and grow and keep growing. I feel like that's how it's supposed to work. He's not going to give you something that you can't handle. Maybe you figured out your purpose, but you have to grow into how that purpose is going to form. Hopefully I make sense. Definitely something I was learning this week was take advantage of my opportunities. Something I told my friend yesterday when I was talking to her, I was like, ask God what he's trying to do in the season you're in right now, because every time we're in a season or a situation in our lives, we're always thinking about how we would rather be doing this or that, or like I could be doing this. But I was like, you know what if we just ask God, like, I'm in this situation in this season for a reason, so what is it you're trying to teach me? What is it I need to learn so that I could move on versus just moving on? Because it's like what you're moving on to, you probably need that lesson you were supposed to learn before. That will take off pressure from having a purpose, because it's just like every aspect of your life you're in, you should be learning, you should be growing, that you can move on to the next. And then as you're moving along, I feel like you're gonna be walking your purpose because he's directing your steps. So it's like he's still using you the way he wants to use you. Am I preaching? I don't know, but like Holy Spirit's talking to me. God's not gonna give you a situation you can't handle, and you know what, you gotta have some pressure to cook, or at least some heat. Pressure, purpose. You need some heat to fulfill the purpose. I'm funny. I would say that again. You gotta have some pressure to cook, or at least some heat. Cause when you're cooked, you'll be in your purpose. Okay, I'm going to win. I'm ruining the joke. Anyways, the third point. Is it for ourselves or is it for God? Everything on this earth is temporary, and I feel like we should all know this right now, because it's like when you leave, what you bring with you? Nothing. Not your iPhone. Not your favorite t-shirt. No. Not your favorite hair products. Nope. Not this camera I have looking at me right now with the pink case. Nope. It's literally all temporary. So it's just like, what does he want to do when you only have a small amount of time to live? Well, I don't want to say small amount. What is it you're going to do if it's temporary? Are you going to be working on the eternal? Or are you just going to focus on temporary and not care about the eternal? For me, I feel like work with the temporary so that I can get to the eternal whole life. So is it for ourselves? Is the pressure we get for a purpose? Is the pressure because we want it for ourselves, or is it pressure because we want it for God? Our motive should be to grow God's kingdom, not our kingdom. Do we have this pressure and do we have this stress because we're trying to have our purpose be about us? Because if we give God our stress and our purpose and our path and our way how we should live life and give him to take over our plans for our life, then it's like, why would I be stressed out if he's taking care of everything? Get you a man that will take care of everything. Period. And you know, it's crazy. We all could be sharing the same man. That doesn't even sound right, but like, it's true. When you think about it, it's true. Get you a man that will take care of you and take care of your homegirls too. What? Not even your homegirls, but your family too. Anyways, Honestly, you're probably living in purpose without even knowing it. Because if you're close to God, you're growing a relationship with Him, He's probably using you in different ways you don't even know. He could be using you to help one person, maybe not like a whole bunch of people, but maybe one person. He's using you. If you're living your life for God, I feel like He's probably using you for a purpose you might not even know what the purpose is yet. Which is the crazy part, because it's like the pressure of the purpose is for you also to know what your purpose is. But what if you don't know what your purpose is, but you're living it? Oof, that's deep. I hope that's the case with me, because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, hopefully I'm doing what I, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully some type of purpose is coming out of my daily life, because I really don't be knowing what I'm doing. So if I'm living in purpose without knowing it, that'll be amazing. Pressure will be taken off purpose if we're not living for us, but we're living for God and to build His kingdom and not my kingdom. Because I'm trying to build my kingdom. Honey, I don't have a blueprint for that. I don't know what to do. That's probably why I'm always so confused. Like, what am I supposed to do? If you're living for God, we have a blueprint. We know what to do. We know to share the gospel. We know to read our book. Like, it's a whole layout. And we have the Holy Spirit to help us along the way. Those are the 3 points I kind of went over. Hopefully, it seemed like it had structure. But I would say, wrapping up everything, do what truly brings you joy and peace, but don't forget about God in the middle of doing what you want to do. If you let Him, God will be in the midst of everything you do. Like, He will be there with you, by your side, if you abide in Him. Whatever you want to do, whether eat or drink, whatever you do for the glory of God. The little things that you do in life, purpose could be coming out of it and you don't even know. God could be in the middle of everything you want to do, especially if what you want to do brings you peace, because He brings you peace. Just like if you're making dinner or eating food, you'd be like, well, God provided this. He's in the middle of everything. Something I need to work on is praying before I eat, because I'll be just... And you know, you grow up when you're a kid to pray before you eat, and what do I not do? Blows my mind. But at the end of the day, don't make the pressure or thinking of pressure stop you from taking action and living your life here while you're here on earth. While you can, and while you're here on earth, do the things and take action to fulfill purpose in your life and just the day-by-day things that you're doing and bringing God into those day-by-day things. Hopefully this is spitting bars. Don't make the pressure stop you, but also you don't even need the pressure because you could give it to God. Here you go. Now that the chunky stuff is out the way, I'm going to go into my God, goal, grow, and glow of the week. So, my God of the week is that stress is stopping me from my opportunities. He was hitting me this week with, like, stress. And also, I was listening to this podcast, and they started a new Bible plan called Finding... I could put it here on screen. I just feel like God was telling me, like, you're stressing yourself out with stuff that you don't need to be stressing yourself out about, because you're supposed to be giving me your problems, first of all. And because you're stressed out, you're, like, sitting still, not doing anything. How am I gonna always be stressing about the stuff I need to do and not do it? Like, that doesn't make no sense. I feel like Hugh's been telling me that stressing out could actually stop you from your opportunities, and that's big. My goal of the week is actually to develop a self-care routine at nighttime. I have pimples on my forehead now because of school, okay? But we're not gonna talk about how I got a 66 on my calculus test. We're not gonna talk about it. I think every night I feel like I need to go to bed with peace. I feel like I need to focus on my skincare more. I feel like those little things of just taking care of yourself will just help you get through the week more peacefully and help relieve the stress, you know? The self-care stuff like reading before bed. I know I want that part of my routine and I haven't been doing it. So I just want to make sure I'm taking care of my skincare and self-care at nighttime to like be ready for the morning. My grow of the week is figuring out my priorities, because it also has to do with my stressing and stopping opportunities. When I went to my small group and I was actually talking to them, they're like, you should probably pick 2 things. I should just pick what I need to prioritize. And I was like, you know what? I'll prioritize God, school, and YouTube, because I honestly like doing it. I like talking to the camera, and I feel like I'm busy with school, so I can't just be branching out too many things. I want to make Fix Your Thoughts a priority, and then also just vlogging my life at college on YouTube, and then grow a community mostly through YouTube, and then it could tackle in through the other stuff. My glow of the week, first of all, is that I even got through the week in the first place. I had 2 tests, okay, I had a marketing test on Wednesday, a calculus test on Thursday, and I was not having it. I was literally learning my calculus stuff the same day of the test, like and I feel like I was trying to make time to do other stuff instead of just only doing school, that I like messed up my like study schedule routine, whatever kind of. hit me back. Is that the word? The phrase to use? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I've just been trying to make time to like do other things because I don't know. I feel like I school is important, but I feel like I'm really not trying to have my mind be focused on school from 8 a.m. to like 10 p.m. at night. Like, no, I want to make time for YouTube. I want to make time to record this podcast and edit it. Like, and I want to make time for like the extracurricular stuff that I'm doing like at church. Does that make sense? Extracurricular? I don't know. Like, I want to make time for my small groups and stuff like that. So I feel like a goal of the week is realizing that how I'm like really feeling like I'm getting a community here since moving because of the church I go to, the small groups I'm in. Because I opened up more of my small group this Thursday with the girls, like about like what I'm stressing about. And I don't know. I just feel like that was my first time really opening up to them about me and what I do and what I'm trying to do with my life. And then every Friday I have game night with the people from church too. But then the last night, because this is today's Saturday, last night it was like gather night, but it was also a game night. So like more people were there that I don't usually see, and like I don't know, I just like the vibes, the laughing, the time together spent, because it's like you also can relate to people. So I'm happy. That's the goal of my week. I'm happy that I'm getting a community over here after my move. I'm gonna wrap up this episode. Comment down below your God, goal, road, or goal of the week. You comment all 4, or maybe just one of them. Keep up with the podcast on Instagram at fixyourthoughts.dm. And new episodes for this series on my channel is supposed to be every Monday. I say supposed to because, you know, I'm still working on stuff. I'm going to try my very best for it to happen, okay? I promise you. Because I'm making it a priority to live in purpose. And I feel like this is my purpose. Okay, anyway. And then you can keep up with me on my Instagram and my live at it's.DanielleMichelle. It's.DanielleMichelle. I post more on my story there. A lot of my videos, like my vlogs on my channel, are like backed up. I still need to post moving content, so it's like if you actually want to see what my life is as we speak, check out my Instagram. So anyways, just a reminder, you're not crazy. It's the thoughts in your head that make you feel like you're crazy. And you need Jesus daily to give you peace of mind. Join me in fixing our thoughts together to build a community of young adult Christian believers to talk about mental health, self-care, and life. Everything here is centered about God, goals, growing, and glowing. You are loved, but don't forget to love yourself. Danielle Michelle out. Peace.